Sponsored by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence.
I don't want this video to sound like we're making fun of millennials because that's not what we're going for. Really, this is a problem because our generation, we seem really depressed. Have you noticed that? I mean, on paper, things are pretty good, right? Why is our mental health so poor then? I don't have all the answers, but I can certainly think of a few reasons for why this might be, and I want to talk about 5 of them today. I'll move through the first one quickly because I know it's not super exciting, but it's true, okay? Number 1, we don't eat well. Hopefully we can all just freely agree that eating processed sugary food all the time is probably not great for your mental health. Your brain left out on its own will suffer. It will get sad. It needs proper nutrition to keep it working properly. Guys, I promise you, if you eat nothing but real food for like 1 week, I'm not saying that your depression will just go away, but I mean, I will say this, you will feel different in a good way.
We are not medical professionals. Please consult with your doctor before switching to a healthy food diet. We are not liable for the extra days on this earth that you gain from common sense.
Okay, sorry, thank you for indulging me. I know nobody is gonna listen to me about that anyways, but here's one that is more interesting. Relationship expectations. Let me paint a little picture for you. You're in your mid-20s. You seem like a pretty cool person. People like you, but nobody likes you like that. And you can't seem to figure out why. It sort of makes you feel like a failure. What's wrong with me? And maybe you grew up being told you needed to get married in order to be happy and live a fulfilling life. So now you're overcompensating.
I'm perfectly happy being single. My parents are oppressors.
But deep down you long for intimacy and connection. Which leads to the next reason for depression. False intimacy. But you may have heard it referred to as the internet. The internet is good for a lot of things, but true connection is not one of them. And I think it's messing with our brains. Like, there are things on the internet that are good, things that actually bring people together in real life. That's a good thing. But there's also a side of the internet that really just, it gives people a safe place to indulge their most primal of instincts.
I like that because of the internet, everyone has a voice to agree with me or be canceled.
And I think that's really bad. You can say things on the internet that you would never say in real life. You can freely look at things on the internet that are not good for your brain. I think we know where I'm going. We want relationships because we want intimacy, but when we can't get either, we kill time on the internet desperately searching for both of those things.
She seems pretty hot. Maybe she will bring me fulfillment. Pipe down, Mom and Dad! I'm trying to find somebody I'm physically attracted to in my zip code!
And that leads to the 4th cause of depression. And that's just this general lack of purpose I sense that people my age have. I know what the cliche is.
Kids these days, you have it so easy, and yet you still complain? I hate complaining. Who taught you all how to complain so much, honestly? Have a little self-awareness.
But honestly, I think that this might be the problem. We do have it good. We have a standard of living unmatched in human history, and because of that, we have more time than anyone else in the history of mankind to just sit around bored and think about things and let them fester.
Fester in your mind, huh?
You have to have something you're working towards, a goal or an ideal, just something that gets you excited to wake up in the morning. Maybe that's a job you love or a hobby you enjoy, or yes, maybe a family you want to start. Having a goal puts you in a better brain space and it motivates you to make better choices and not waste so much time on the internet, which is probably bad for your brain anyway. You've only got one brain and you've got to take care of it. That was a good video. Cut it, Josh. I like that one.
Wait, hold up. That was only 4. You said there were gonna be 5.
The 24-hour news cycle, of course.
Oh yeah, that one goes without saying.
Yeah, that one's probably gonna destroy society. Honestly, we'll be begging for the days when it was just depression that we were dealing with.
Stay tuned for bloopers!
If you're interested in getting started on a project you've been thinking about doing for a long time, there's one thing I know for certain. You're gonna need a website. You just you can't get around it. Thankfully, our friends at Squarespace can hook you up, and they make building a website fun. Look, if you've ever tried to start a website in the past, you know how complicated it can be. There are like 20 things you need, and they all come from different places. Hi, I'm looking to buy a website.
Okay, great. Here's a list of all the things you're gonna need to get started.
Can you sell me all of these
Well,
things?
I can sell you this, that, and that, but the rest you're gonna need to buy elsewhere.
I just need a web store.
I can't sell you a web store. I thought you just wanted some of this.
The nice thing about Squarespace is that they are an all-in-one platform that does everything you need in one place. With our website, we can easily take a look at our analytics. We can set up an email campaign, and we can embed a podcast onto our site. And when you post on your website, it can automatically post to your social media accounts as well. And all the images are optimized and tagged properly. Of course, Squarespace has beautiful templates that are so easy to set up. Honestly, you can have a site up and running in minutes, and it's gonna look professional and amazing. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to our link at squarespace.com/cow, because there you're gonna get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/cow.
Pipe down, Mom and Dad. I'm trying to get a relationship.
I'm doing it again.
Pipe down, Mom and Dad. I'm trying to find a relationship. Because you won't give it to me. Taught you all how to complain so much, honestly. You're a singer. The tape is like sticking out. You're like crazy brows.